What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tachi from Tachi's World, back for another car reaction video. This is literally take two because people cannot seem to be quiet and go to sleep. And the car we're talking about today is Duel Link Dragon, which literally is a Link version of Ultrazoken, but opposite, I guess, in a way. Let's read its effects and see what it does. It's a Dark Dragon Link monster with 0 attack. It's a Link 4 that points left, right, bottom left, and bottom right. So the same areas as barrel load. It takes 2+ monsters, so it's really generic, but it does include a synchro monster. So you have to use a synchro and 2+ monsters. So you have to use a synchro. I think the best way to summon this would be like a synchro and a Link 3. But I mean, either way, you're gonna be using like 4 or 5 monsters to make this, so it wouldn't matter either way. During the player's main phase quick effect, you can banish one power tool synchro monster or a level 8 dragon, level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monster from your extra deck. Special summon one dual dragon token with the same type, attribute, level, attack, and defense as a monster is your side of the field, so that it points to this card. You only use this effect once per turn. If you control a dual dragon token, your opponent cannot target this card for attacks or effects. My only problem with that is, like, the card's kind of cool. I'm mad that they keep calling it like different names. Like, I never understood why they call it Ultrazoken. I don't understand why they call this Duel Link Dragon. I wish they would have just called it Crimson Dragon this or Crimson Dragon that. Why call it Ultrazoken when its name is Crimson Dragon? I don't get that, but Konami does what they want. Konami does what they want. I don't work for them. They don't answer to me. So, the fact that this card to me, I feel like its effects are not good enough to support its summoning conditions. The fact that you're going to use about 4 or 5 monsters to even make this card, and its effects are not that good, because the fact that it literally says you cannot target it for attacks or effects. I think Ultrazoken says the same thing, but I think he says you can't affect him as long as there's a synchro monster on the field. I think that's his effect, so I think he's unaffected by all the card effects as long as that synchro monster on the field and you can't attack him. So I would think Ultrazoken's better. I don't remember. I don't have one, so I would have to look it up. But this card says the card says is you can't attack it or target for card effects, so that doesn't mean that it can't be just straight up destroyed if they use a card. But maybe they maybe when it comes to comes to the TCG side, maybe they'll change that to what I just said, and maybe it'll make it a little bit better. But I still feel like using that many monsters to make this all for it to just summon tokens just so the tokens can attack, because it won't protect the tokens, because it still says it can't be targeted, so they can still mirror force you, and this is fucked. So you wasted all this monsters just to summon this monster, and this monster's not that good of a monster. He has the say, and he's so big that you would count him as a boss monster, but I don't count him as a boss monster, because there were like regular level 4 or lower monsters that could do just as much as he can do. One that has better effects than he could do, and they don't take that hard to summon. So in my opinion, I don't see people summoning this, but I don't think the card is trash, but I don't think the card is good either. It's just one of those cards that they made, and hey, you use it, cool. If you don't, you don't. But if you feel different to me, if you think this card's really good, if you're planning on playing this, let me know what deck you're gonna play it in. Explain to me why you feel like that I'm wrong, or if you think I'm right, leave a like, leave a comment on why you think I'm right as well. That's the end of the video. I do love the artwork. I'm still kind of shaky on why they don't call it Crimson Dragon, but hey, they do what they want. That's the end of the video. Release you from this Genjutsu. Peace.